Hey, you guys, Desmond here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are here to discuss Drag Race Holland Season 2, Episode 2. Ooh, I got sunburnt. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, LaCresha McGill. How are you doing on this beautiful Saturday?
I am relaxing after a really hectic week.
Dang, I have done nothing but, I did a little bit for The Sims, but other than that, nothing. And I say
Nothing.
again,
I have been in bed. I got up to cook breakfast and I just put a dump cake in the oven.
oh yeah, like as soon as we're done with this, I'm getting in bed. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna get in my bed and watch Manifest. But what did you think of this second episode of Drag Race Holland Season 2?
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode. I was confused at points, and I will bring that up.
That part,
But
like
overall, good episode.
yeah. Overall good episode. But I was confused. There was some confusion there.
There was some confusion. So we start off the episode by saying goodbye to Juicy. And congratulations, Reggie, for winning the lip sync. And then congratulations, Keita, for winning the challenge. Woo, woo, woo. All right. So Reggie was basically saying she was expecting to do better in this competition. She's a little bothered that she isn't doing better. You know what I'm saying?
We're one episode in, dear.
Yeah, but honestly, I kind of felt that because let me come in episode 1, I'm lip syncing. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Because I always said, if in some real world I start doing drag and I get on the show, the only challenge I think I will struggle is Snatch Game. So I'll probably go in knowing I might have to lip sync that episode. But other than that, I would not expect to lip sync. Well, sewing too, but if I was to get on the show, I would learn how to sew. But that's another situation. But yeah, Snatch Game would be like the only downfall because I feel like I'm naturally funny and I could probably do some improv as myself, but doing some improv while impersonating a celebrity while trying to make RuPaul laugh, yeah, I might be up there, giving you a little 1-2 step.
And some flats.
LaCresha, if you ever have to lip sync for your life and you have flats on, I swear I'm going to read you. I am going to read you from head to toe.
You can't read me if I win.
I'm still going to read you because that's all you want. You're in comfortable shoes. Not fair.
Okay, how about a kitten heel? I could be like Eureka.
Okay, I could do a kitten heel. Because that's one thing I will never forgive Alaska for winning that lip sync against Katya in All Stars 2, where she pulled the American flag out her wig. She had on flats. Oh, I was so mad. I think it was Cherry Bomb the lip sync for that one. Oh, I was so mad about that.
Cherry Bomb.
Yeah. But yeah, I can understand being kind of thrown off about that because, I would expect to do great in every challenge to top all the way through.
Right. It's like starting your first day of work of something you think you know how to do.
And see, not everybody is going to get the Bimini effect. Bomb so hard in the first couple episodes, then come back and kill it because not everybody had 6 months, 7 months in between shooting to come back stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Get a couple of things fixed.
I guarantee you, if there was not that break in UK2, Bimini would have gone home like 4th or 5th. It was almost her time. But that break happened. She came back and said, come on, I'm ready to play now. I'm ready to play. And that's what she did. But anyway, back to Holland. So it's the next day, and Fred walks in and says this mini challenge is a photo shoot where they have 30 minutes to get into quick drag.
Yep, old school drag race.
Old school drag race. Quick drag, honey. And for quick drag, most of them look pretty decent.
Because they had 30 minutes.
I was like, okay, look at y'all. Alec was the photographer, and this photograph was on a stationary bike with a storm going on, with a fan blown in their face and water poured down on them. I was going to get the screenshots for those, and we were going to discuss them, but there was a lot of them that showed a lot of chesticles, and I don't feel like editing the chesticles out, so we're just going to skip over that. But off the top of your head, do you remember anybody who just really stuck out to you during that photograph challenge?
Outside from the actual winner, there was Tabitha,
Just say
however,
Tabitha. Like, I don't know.
it's Tabitha, dang it. Tabitha's was funny. God, I can't remember her name.
Keita Minaj.
Maybe.
She was the one who did the split on the bike and the leg was up.
I remember that one.
Oh, that almost.
And all I could think of was like, I was trying to anticipate the question of, hey, if you had to do that, like, how would you have posed or something? Or do
I wasn't even gonna.
Do you think you'd have been able to do it? And I was like trying to imagine myself like, okay, in the wind and stuff blowing, you know, it would have just been like a couple of shakes and a and a and a
Yeah. But I thought it was really cute. But Countess won, and I have to say, Countess showed her tail, a wig reveal and everything. Like, ma'am, this was Countess's episode.
It really was.
Countess showed her tail.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. And even when Fred revealed the winner, she's like, you're the only one whose skirt stayed down. Like everybody else, you could
right.
Her skirt was the baby, and she had an umbrella and a map. Baby, and still made it look good.
That cocked to the side. That
that's like one of my favorite poses ever. I'm like, yes, ma'am. The win was right. Everything was right. I have become a Countess stan. I was already a fan, but I'm becoming a stan now after this episode, honey. Because Countess did that. Oh, what she did was that. Okay. So Countess is the winner, like I said earlier. And because she won, she gets a 20-second head start for the Maxi Challenge, which is a good old-fashioned sewing challenge.
They went all the way old school drag race.
So they had to make a gown or an outfit out of camping material so they can make Glamping Couture. So Countess got 20 extra seconds, and obviously that 20 extra seconds really helped her out.
She knew exactly what she wanted and what she could make out of it.
Yes, and she went and she got what she needed to get. So normally I don't really talk about stuff that goes on in the workroom, but there's some things to talk about. I was like, wait a minute.
To talk about.
They gave me a lot of stuff to talk about. The first thing is, are we seeing a Countess and a Vivaldi romance starting to
merge?
Like, what? I was like, ooh. I leaned in. I'm like, okay.
Right? She's like, she's kind of beautiful. I was like,
oh.
Okay.
Because Peter and Poonie already admitted last episode that they were in a relationship at one time. So it's just like, we're getting more. And I'm here.
Right?
I'm here.
And then she was like, everybody's just crushing on me.
And I really think if this Vivaldi and Countess thing really becomes something in this workroom, I guarantee you we're going to get a lip sync between the two.
Oh, shit.
Baby, they did it with Brooklyn and Vanjie. They did it with Raven and Juju. Although they weren't a couple, they were best friends in All Stars 1. And it was a real heartbreaking moment. So I consider that just as if a couple was up there lip sync against singing.
Yes, they have to give us the paired ones since, they failed us so miserably in Australia.
And then on top of that, we still might get a Poonie and Minaj lip sync because of their past. Because, we got a Taste and a Horror lip sync based off their past. So there's 2 lip syncs we might get this season, and I'm intrigued. I'm here. I will be right here because so far this season is way better than season 1.
I really would have liked Akita and Anita from Australia, but
it was right there. It was writings on the wall, no Destiny's Child, honey. It was right there, and they dropped it. I'm like, what?
Drop the ball like they dropped the mic.
Oh, like it was right there. And Keita
was handed to you on a platter, bro.
Keita won, so like there's no chance of an international all-stars situation where they might lip sync against each other. But hey, whatever. So we also heard from my little Poonie about her disability that she was born with, where she was born with more fingers than she had toes. And she had to have surgery to correct everything. I
Right.
can't remember
And I
exactly
looked at
everything
her
that was
hands.
wrong. Huh?
I looked at her hands and I was like, oh, she made me miss somebody from my old job.
But yeah, so she had to have surgery to repair all the issues. And the doctor basically said, well, because of this, she's not gonna be able to play sports, do anything. And now look at Poonie up here flipping and dipping in some heels.
Right.
So I say work. Okay.
Hmm.
So another thing they made sure we knew this episode was that Love Masisi stays to herself. She doesn't really mingle too much with the other queens. And I'm like, this must be gonna be a main storyline coming up for Love Masisi, that she doesn't interact with the other queens as much. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
why drop that hint now?
Right. Either that or they're trying to lay the foundation for the story arc where all of a sudden she just becomes best Judy's with all the rest of the girls.
Something like that. The producers dropped that eggshell for us. And I seen it. All right, let's see if something goes from it. Let's see if something
it can either go up or it can go down.
Yeah.
You can either become best Judy's with everybody, or it's gonna work against her and they're gonna be like, she gotta go.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. And then the final thing I want to talk about before we get to the main stage is probably what the mirror moment actually was Tabitha sitting there with the Countess and basically saying, yeah, I've done this for so many years. I've done this before, YouTube was a thing. And now to see y'all coming up, I'm willing to learn from y'all. And you don't see that from a lot of queens.
No.
That is
a lot of them are just set in their ways. Firecracker.
And I was like, well, look at Tabitha. She's giving me hot and cold this season. Like, is she the villain or is she not? Like, I think she's going to be like the anti-hero. Like, she's just going to play the fence and whatever the storyline needs is what she's going to be. But I really appreciated that moment that she was willing to especially learn from the Countess, and for the Countess to be willing to teach her. Because, the Countess will be like, girl, this is a competition. I'm not trying to teach you nothing. I'm trying to win this $15,000 hairs. We not doing it.
And their version of a repeater badge.
Yeah, which we didn't discuss last week. But yeah, there's actually a cash prize this season. I was so happy to see that. 15,000 euros. I think that's what their currency is, or something along that line.
Because they knew that dress wasn't worth.
And now I'm kind of upset that Envy didn't get nothing. I'm like, damn, y'all could have gave it. But then again,
I'm pretty sure she was compensated. It was like, you get the dress or the money, and she probably took the money.
I think she took the dress because she's been photographed in it several times.
It's probably on loan.
But
it's like Harry Winston jewelry. You got a bodyguard with it at all times.
But she's Fred's makeup artist this season, so she's probably getting paid what she should have won for season 1. You know what I'm saying? But hey, $15,000, let's do it. Super proud of Tabitha, super proud of Countess. I'm really impressed. And I'm excited to see if the Countess actually does take some tips from, Tabitha takes some tips from the Countess. I'm excited to see it. So we're going to take it to the runway. And this week, they had the designer look. I can ask the question, but like, what would if you're given a whole bunch of camping material, what would you have made? Or tried to make. If I had to make it right now, there'd have been a lot of super glue. Based off of what you saw in the workroom, what do you think you could have made from that?
I don't know, because old girl from season 13 made it extremely difficult to have a damn sleeping bag.
I know, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, these are all right, but baby, Utica did that.
Utica did that. Utica.
That's probably the best design ever made in that work.
From some junk.
From all seasons, all spinoffs, all franchises.
Like, bro, for real, she did that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a whole outfit with a hood and pockets. That's a girl's best friend. It's got pockets.
But yeah, I don't know what I would have done. Like, I think I would have tried to do. I think I would have gave you a camper, like a legit camper, make an actual camper outfit. Because I think that'll be, you can glue stuff onto a corset Because that'll be, if I had to do it right now, that's what I would have had to done, is glue something onto a corset and pray it's enough to be safe.
Vanjie, La Ree.
Hey, Benda LaCreme won a sewing challenge with a hot glue gun, so can I. I'm just gonna hope I can get at least safe with it, okay? Okay. So let's get to this main stage. I'm gonna share my screen with the world. All right, move you over here so I can still see you, and then bam. All right, so up first we have the wonderful host, Fred. What did you think of this look?
Is that a tattoo?
Yeah, Fred has several tattoos. One here,
Because
and then
like I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't pay attention to the rest of the outfit. I was too busy looking at the tattoo and the tattoo placement, and I thought that was sexy. I like that was pretty much it. Like this spacesuit can have its day. It looked like it was made out of some of the leftover materials from the,
yeah, like from the waist up, gorgeous, but from the waist down,
I don't like the draping.
But I will say, hey, bare leg. I have to get,
yeah, no stockings, no nothing.
Bare leg, I'll give Fred that, but
and he got some calves.
From the waist up, gorgeous, but this,
that's not the best angle, but yeah.
If you were a competitor on this show right now and you walked down the runway in that, Fred, you would have been lip syncing. Fred, I'm sorry, my dear, but you were up for elimination.
Right.
Listen, there's going to be so many franchises. You could probably do a whole season with the host of each franchise competing.
Right.
Calls up there like, Supreme, congratulations, you're the winner of this week's challenge. Fred.
I think Brooklyn Heights would take it, though.
Oh, you see, I was going to be shady. I'll be like, Fred, Brooklyn, I'm sorry, my dears, but you are up for elimination. Or Pangina Hills. Fred, I'm sorry, my dears, but you are up for elimination. That would be so messed up. You make all the hosts compete and then just give them hell each time.
Oh, wait, because wouldn't we have to put RuPaul in that?
We would, but we wouldn't have to, because this is RuPaul's show. This is all RuPaul.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if RuPaul wants to see all these other hosts get up on that stage, she's going to be like, hey, girl, get up in here. Here's what you need to bring. But yeah, I don't like this look. So let's hit it. Category is Glamping Couture. Up first, we have Ivy. What do you think of Miss Ivy Elise?
Aside from the patterns not matching and it clashing, I thought it was a decently made outfit. Yeah, it was simple in design, but it was still something better than what a lot of these other ones brought to the table.
Yeah, like it's okay, but I actually like the clash of the patterns, maybe just because we just saw it as a runway a few weeks ago.
No, I didn't have a problem with the clashing patterns. I mean, I know that was unavoidable considering the materials they had to work with. But, you know, some picky person somewhere might be like, oh, but the patterns didn't match. But, you know, they tried to. They lead into each other.
Yeah, it's okay. It is a decent, honestly, we'll get into it, but I don't agree with her placement in this episode.
I don't either. I think the hair might have been what jacked it up.
I think the hair is what saved it to me. Next is My Little Pony.
Where did she get this from?
I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
But the material, whatever is made out of it, makes it look all wrinkled and cripply, and that
it looks like the bottom of a swimming pool.
Like, yeah, it looks like a tarp, to be real with you.
Yeah, but it's got inflatables. I think it's a bounce house.
I don't know. But like, if this was made out of any other material, yes, queen, word. But this material, it's just the wrinkles.
You know what I think might throw it off? It's that makeup.
I like the makeup, giving me clown realness.
I don't like clowns.
Yes, I know. A lot of people in my life don't like clowns. I'm okay with them.
You know, most of the people in your life are female, and we deal with clowns on a daily basis. They just don't always have face paint on.
We're finna move on to Tabitha. Baby, this was boo-boo garbage.
I'm so glad you agree with me.
Boo-boo garbage.
I swear it looked like she just took the umbrella, cut a split in the middle, and threw it over herself.
What is that? It's terrible. My Lord, it is terrible. And I don't understand.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, she's starting to give me Poopy Poison vibes. You know, Poopy was kind of giving a pass on the runway. Yeah.
That's the same story arc I'm seeing here, because she should have been at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree. Up next is Vivaldi.
Oh, I see the socks now.
Here's the thing. It's not that I don't like it, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't either.
It's not good, but it's not bad either. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like it. First of all, them shoes ain't got nothing to do with none of it. That was probably like the pop of fun at the bottom at the end of the day. The little jacket, that was literally all you made. And had you come on RuPaul's Drag Race like that, Michelle Visage would have drug you for filth.
Yeah.
Because you literally made a panty, some pasties, and a coat and called it an outfit.
It's not. It's just middle of the road. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's a meh.
And then he got nerve enough to come up there untucked.
Yeah, the tucking thing don't really bother me because a lot of queens don't tuck. The first one that comes to my mind is Trixie Mattel. All Stars 3, she admitted, I think like a couple episodes in, that she don't tuck. So it's like the tucking thing didn't bother me. It's just the outfit is a no.
Right.
Is a no. Next is the motherfucking Countess.
Looking like a 1920s Poison Ivy.
Baby, giving me all I need. All I need to get by. What do you think of this outfit?
A whole Gibson, a whole late 20s Gibson girl.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Makeup's right.
I see the cigarette advertisement with the little thing with the cigarette at the end, and or just yeah, she's just missing like the muff.
This was amazing. This is what I signed up for. This is what I came for, and I loved every piece of this outfit.
She was giving what was supposed to have been given.
Yes,
that was the squarest way I could have said that. I'm sorry, but yes.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Up next, we have Vanessa. What do you think of Vanessa's look?
It was passable.
It was passable. It was the assignment. It was cute. I do like it, but it's nothing to go, woo, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And that screenshot of her face right there is horrendous.
Huh?
That screenshot is horrendous. Like the profile is lovely. She still has an Adam's apple. But
I love this.
Yeah, I love the profile. It's this frontal over here. She looks like Gollum.
Oh, this right here?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna say this is a nice. I like this.
I said I like the profile. I just the frontal looks like Gollum.
But yeah, it's okay. I do like it. It's just okay.
It's passable. It was a meh.
Up next is Kita Minaj. Oh, what did you think of this look before I go crazy?
It looks like an outfit Pink would wear on tour.
Pink when she first started doing music, yes.
The aerials.
Baby, when I tell you, I gasped when she came out in this. I was like, Kita, get off these girls' necks. baby, look at this. You, baby, if you wouldn't have told me and I just saw this runway, I would have thought she brought this from the house. That is how good this is. The makeup is right. The hair is everything I need. Oh, everything is right. I was so confused on why she wasn't in the top. I didn't think she should have won, but she should have been in the top. This was just, it's everything to me. And yes. Next. Love my sissy. What did you think of this look?
I really wish that there was some more shape up top. Like she did what she could. It's the same as like Vanessa. She understood the assignment. She tried to deliver, but it was like a D-.
I don't like this look.
But it's the makeup that's kind of not doing it for me. Like, I understand the neck down, even though there's no waist, but from the chest up, it was kind of like, you look dirty. And that's no comment on her color.
I don't like this look at all.
I kind of figured you weren't gonna like it.
I'm confused by her placement in this episode. Honestly, when she was asked to stay on the stage, I really thought she was in the bottom. I don't like this look. I don't like this look at all. I don't like green eggs and ham. I do not.
I don't like it, Sam. I am.
And I love my sissy, but this is a huge no for me. And I don't think she looks dirty. I just think maybe her makeup isn't blended well, or maybe she rushed to do the makeup. I don't know. I don't know nothing about makeup, so I can't really critique much on it, but no, I don't like this look.
So there seems to be a common theme between yesterday and today with my critiques of certain outfits, because this is still, again, giving me very much Adventure Time. Yesterday,
I have to watch an episode or two so I can understand the rest.
Because yesterday it was the wizard, and today he's giving me princess.
Oh, let's move on, because this really broke my heart when Love My Sissy walked out in this. And then last is Reggie B.
I really need to go check on my cake.
This was so bad.
Again, another Michelle Visage read. It was panties, and like she just tucked in the dang sleeping bags to make a skirt.
And then the heel broke.
And then the platform broke. Not the heel, but the platform broke.
The only thing about the look I liked was the thigh highs, and they broke. But I will say this, when Reggie first came out and did the whole sleepwalking bit, I did think that was funny. I did chuckle. I did get a little, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is this week's Runaway, my dear, my dear, my dear.
I was serious about checking on the cake.
Well, you go check on your cake, and I'm going to discuss about some things up in here. So our top placements this week was Vivaldi, Countess, and Love My Sissy. And our bottom placement this week was Tabitha, Reggie B, and somebody else. Oh, Ivy. I almost forgot Ivy, which left Puni, Kita, and Vanessa safe. The placements on this episode, no. The placements were all wrong. Again, here comes Fred with the weird judging. The first episode, it was pretty fair. I'm like, okay, I can see where you're coming from with most of these, but with this episode, Fred, season 1 Fred is showing up, and I don't like season 1 Fred. Season 1 Fred really has some questionable moments, and hopefully she agrees with me when she gets back. But this, I was just saying, this episode seemed like it was judged by season 1 Fred,
yeah,
and not what we got last week, Fred. Do you agree with the placements this week of the tops and the bottoms? Not at all.
No.
Not at all. I'm sorry, Vivaldi and Love should not have been in the top. The Countess, yes.
Yes.
To be real, the Countess, Keita, and I am going to say, if there has to be a third high, I like Vanessa's more than I like the other two, Vivaldi's and Love My Sissy. So I would have rather seen Vanessa and Keita be in the top.
Right.
And if I chose the bottom three would have been Tabitha, Love My Sissy, and Reggie B. Ivy would have Ivy was a safe look this week. Ivy was a safe look this week. I'm not sure if they're trying to give her the Abby oh my god edit, because I really thought they were going to try to give her the Envy edit, but now I'm starting to see they're going to put her down the same rabbit hole that they put Abby oh my god in.
Right.
And it's just,
it doesn't help that they're from the same house.
Yeah. And I think that's why they're doing it, because they're from the same house.
Right.
They love
I don't think Ivy deserved to be at the bottom. I liked her outfit better than I like some of the other ones. Yeah. Admittedly, unfortunately, and admittedly so, it was better than Miss Sissy's.
Yeah. If I had to pick a bottom two for this week, it would have been Tabitha and Reggie.
It would have been Tabitha and Reggie.
My thing is, there was two people in the bottom that should have been there. It's just those two should have been the ones lip syncing. The Countess won, which I agree with, hands down. The Countess won this week. So that's why I'm kind of not too upset with it, because the right person won and the right person went home, in my opinion. I just think the person who lip synced against that person should not have been that person.
Exactly. And
so that's why I'm not too
honest. I'm okay with who went home, but I would have preferred somebody else to have gone home.
Yeah, I think this should have been, I said Tabitha gives very first out energy. This should have been, but hey, you never know. Tabitha might turn out on lip sync.
She might end up being a poopy poison.
Hey, but yeah, our bottom two this week was Reggie B and Ivy Elise. And they lip synced to Don't Leave Me This Way by Thelma Houston. I've noticed 2 weeks in a row, songs that have been used before.
Recycled songs.
Is that going to be the whole season? Or are they not going to get any songs that haven't been lip synced to yet? I know we're running low on funds because, we're in a pandemic. But hey, y'all pushing out 12 seasons a year. Pull out the money for the songs too, honey.
Right.
And I would like for them to pick, last season they threw a few songs that were in Dutch in there. I hope they do the same thing for this, because I want to see a song in Dutch, a song in Spanish, songs in English, because they speak all three languages. So I want to see a song in all three. I want to see a song representing each language. And that was one thing I really enjoyed about España is we got all Spanish artists and Spanish, from Brazil, from that part of the country. We got artists from that part of the world. We didn't get, the Mexican artists that we have here in America, in South America.
They didn't cop out and do a Selena.
Or Shakira. Now, if they would have done Selena, I think Selena would have been the exception, because I'm waiting for the day for them to say, lip sync for your life and don't fuck it up. And I hear
bitty bitty bum bum.
Oh no, I hear doom 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 doom. I'm telling you now, I'll be like, ooh,
I could fall.
No, I want Dreaming of You. I want Dreaming of You
every day in all the world.
I want to hear doom 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 doom.
It's sleeping. I stay up and think.
I want to hear it. I don't care what show, what spinoff it is, whether if it's regular Drag Race, All Stars, Thailand, España, Canada,
Texas.
I don't care.
Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, Texas.
I don't care. Before this show eventually wraps up, I want a Selena Dreaming of You lip sync. And I really thought when Valentina was on All Stars 4, I really thought we were going to get that moment then. But we didn't. But then again, Valentina only won one challenge. So maybe if she would have won another, be like, oh, well, here you go, Selena's song. Just to ensure that you win the lip sync. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they can wait for me to get there. I will, give me Dreaming of You. I will have y'all in tears by the time it's over. Oh, I will be crying. Y'all will be crying. Hell, I'm getting emotional thinking about it.
Hey, the same way we were all crying when what's her name left España.
Who? Oh, who?
Dormin.
Huh?
Said Dormi.
Dormi?
Yes. When Dormi left España.
Who's Dormi? You mean Davima?
Davima.
I was not crying when Davima left.
I did. But it was more like, what are you doing? Why?
No, standing there. No. Still mad about that. But yeah, give us Selena Dreaming of You. But anyway, what did you think of the Don't Leave Me This Way lip sync?
I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
I was bored.
Yeah, the last week lip sync was a little better.
I was bored. I think the right person won because Ivy gave it what she could give appropriately and what she had on.
Yeah.
And Reggie just seemed spastic.
Yeah.
And everywhere. And I'm like, if you don't play to the camera, who are you playing to?
I think she's trying to play to the judges and not the camera. And you got to remember, because the way the stage is set up, the cameras is right in front of them, the judges are to the side.
Right.
I noticed Tina Burner did the same thing. She kept playing to the judges instead of the camera. Play to the camera.
You got to play to both.
A little bit of both. Don't let them get, yeah. But I think Ivy won the lip sync, sending Reggie B home, which I do agree. Ivy did win that lip sync. I'm hoping the lip syncs pick up because last week was okay. This week was okay. And Reggie claiming to be, a performer. Both lip syncs were kind of, well, she shined last week. I'll give it to her. When she danced circles around Juicy. But this one, no.
She wasn't giving what should have been given.
Yeah. Overall, good episode. So far, the season's giving me what I need. Next week is Snatch Game.
So early.
Well, not really, because there was only 10 queens. So
yeah,
8 queens doing because we're so used to these long American seasons. That's what that is.
Yeah.
We're now at the top. We have 8 queens left, so this is time for a Snatch Game.
Right, because
personally, I enjoy when there's 7 queens at a Snatch Game, but 8, I could deal with 8.
Right.
Deal with 8. But yeah, I'm excited for Snatch Games. I wonder if we're going to have any familiar faces that I know. I know they showed some of the Queen's characters. I couldn't recognize some of them. So I'm hoping there's at least 1 or 2 that I know. Like, they did Joe Exotic. Was it Chelsea Boy who did Joe Exotic on season 1? I think it was Chelsea Boy. So hopefully there's at least 1 or 2 that, we're familiar with. If not, be like España. I didn't know none of them folks, but baby, I was there and I was laughing. Okay. Right. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. But first, let's look at our top 4s. So for season 2, you have chosen Love My Sissy, Vanessa, the Countess, and Ivy Elise. So far, all 4 of yours are still here, even though one had the lip sync. Not looking good.
And one's having confidence issues and needs to get whooped in the butt.
I had Keita, Vanessa, Love, and the Countess. We had 3 of the same. I just have Keita. So far, all of mine are doing good. And like you said, one needs a little kick of confidence. But so far, we're doing good. It's not like All-Star 6.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
You're gone.
out of there.
Hey, I think this is the first time I've guessed the top 4 correctly.
Right?
I think this is the first time, and I don't care what happens with the game within the game and who comes back, and if that person sends somebody, this is the top 4. I'm taking it, okay?
And I am graciously giving it to you. After
just,
all the ties we've had for the last year and a half.
Guessed the top 4, and I live. I live. I don't think I've ever done this, so go me.
Except for, Eureka went home.
Oh, well, yeah. I forget. I didn't pick Raja. For some reason, I guess my spirit knew I should have picked Raja. So I take that back. I didn't pick the top 4. Thank you for reminding me, because for some reason I could have sworn I had Raja in my top 4. I had 3 of the top 4. And I think this is the first time I've had 3 of the top 4. So therefore I'm still taking my flowers.
Yeah, and I'm giving them to you.
And clearly one of them 3 are, ooh, I don't know, Raja might win. Raja might win.
Yeah, she could take it. And I wouldn't be mad.
I would not be mad at all. I will gladly take that L. Ooh, that'll be the first season ever neither one of us picked the winner if Raja ends up winning. But hey, we gotta see. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. LaCresha, where can they find you on all the medias that are social?
I am at Cresha McGill on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, Pocket Full of Bub. But if I'm not there, you can find me on my social medias at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. Bye.